cells are the smallest living units of an organism. Different cell types vary greatly on shape and size, but they all have common structure and similar components. It includes mitochondria, ribosome, centriole, Golgi body, nucleus, and cell membrane. This is cell membrane. It is the outermost covering of an animal cell. It protects and organizes the cell. This is mitochondria. It produces the energy which is necessary for the cell's survival and its functioning. These are ribosomes that are present on RER cells. It is the site of protein synthesis in the cell. This is centriole. It is essential for formation of spindle fibers. This is Golgi body. It helps in maintaining and packaging of the proteins. This is nucleus. This is the most important cell organelle which controls all the activities of the cell.
Thank you, beta.
This is my model on the process of mitosis. As we know, we grow every day, but there is a biological reason behind our growth, that is the process of mitosis. Here I will explain the process of mitosis into 5 phases: interphase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. In the interphase, you can see that the nucleus carries the nucleolus, which is the blue dot, and chromatid, which are the thread-like structures which contain the genetic material. The centrioles are at distinct positions. While entering prophase, you can see that the nuclear wall will rupture and the chromatin which were present in thread form will pair up. Then moving to the metaphase, you can see that the chromosomes or chromatins that have paired up will line up the equator and the centrioles are at the pole position. While entering the anaphase, you may notice that the chromatins that have lined up at the equator will start moving toward the centrioles, which have been producing the spindle fibers. Then it comes to the telophase. Here you can see that each organelle is reforming. Each organelle have their each significant nuclear envelope. During this process of cytokinesis, the cytoplasm will be distributed equally and hence new 2 individual daughter cells will form.
Proposed by Niels Bohr in 1938 is the simplified representation of an atom. He describes that a small positive nuclear charge is surrounded by negatively charged electrons, which revolves around the nucleus on a fixed path called electron orbits. Let us take an example of carbon atom, meaning it has 6 electrons and 6 protons in its shell. In the innermost shell, it is filled with 2 electrons, but in outermost shell, it is filled with 4 electrons. Outermost shell can maximum hold 8 number of electrons, and the limitations of Bohr models are he cannot explain the spectra of atoms except hydrogen. Thank you.